shortly before this conversation, I got a chance to get a couple of demos that frankly blew my mind. The engineering was really impressive. The first demo was Google Beam, and the second demo was the XR glasses. And some of it was caught on video, so I thought I would include here some of those video clips.
Hey Lex, my name's Andrew. I lead the Google Beam team, and we're going to be excited to show you a demo. We're going to show you, I think, a glimpse of something new. So that's the idea, a way to connect, a way to feel present from anywhere with anybody you care about. Here's Google Beam. This is a development platform that we've built. So there's a prototype here of Google Beam. There's one right down the hallway. I'm going to go down and turn that on in a second. We're going to experience it together. We'll be back in the same room.
Wonderful. Whoa, okay.
Here we are. All
right.
right.
This is real already. Wow.
This is real. Good to see you. This is Google Beam. We're trying to make it feel like you and I could be anywhere in the world, but when these magic windows open, we're back together. I see you exactly the same way you see me. It's almost like we're sitting at the table, sharing a table together. I could learn from you, talk to you, share a meal with you, get to know you.
So you can feel the depth of this.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Wow. So for people who probably can't even imagine what this looks like, there's a 3D version. It looks real. You look real.
It looks to me, it looks real to you.
It looks like you're coming out of the screen.
We quickly believe, once we're in Beam, that we're just together. Like you settle into it, you're naturally attuned to seeing the world like this, and you just get used to seeing people this way. But literally from anywhere in the world with these magic screens.
This is incredible.
So it's a neat technology.
Wow. So I saw demos of this, but they don't come close to the experience of this. Yeah, I think one of the top YouTube comments on one of the demos I saw was like, why would I want a high definition? Like, I'm trying to turn off the camera, but this this feels like the camera has been turned off and we're just in the same room together. This is really compelling.
That's right. I know it's kind of late in the day too, so I brought you a snack just in case you're a little bit hungry, but
so can you push it farther and it just becomes
let's try to float it between rooms. You know, it kind of fades it from my room into yours.
And then you see my hand, the depth of my hand.
Of course, yeah. Wow. Of course, yeah. It feels like you try this. Try give me a high five, and there's almost a sensation of human touch.
Yeah.
You almost feel.
Yes.
Because you're so attuned to, that should be a high five. It feeling like you could connect with somebody that way. So it's kind of a magical experience.
Oh, this is really nice. How much does it cost?
Yeah, I think with you, we've got a lot of companies testing it. We just announced that we're going to be bringing it to offices soon as a set of products. We've got some companies helping us build these screens. But eventually, I think this will be in almost every screen.
There's nothing, I'm not wearing anything. Well, I'm wearing a suit and tie, to clarify. I am wearing clothes. This is not CGI. But outside of that, cool. And the audio is really good. And you can see me in the same three-dimensional way.
Yeah, the audio is spatialized. So if I'm talking from here, of course it sounds like I'm talking from here. If I move to the other side of the room,
wow.
I'm here. So these little subtle cues, these really matter to bring people together. All the nonverbals, all the emotion, the things that are lost today, here it is. We put it back into the system.
You pulled this off. Holy shit, they pulled it off. And integrated into this, I saw the translation also. Right, this is
we've got a bunch of things. Let me show you a couple kind of cool things. Let's do a little bit of work together. Maybe we could critique one of your latest. So, it's you and I work together. So, of course, we're in the same room. But with this superpower, I can bring other things in here with me. And it's nice. It's like we could sit together. We could watch something. We could work. We've shared meals as a team together in this system. But once you do the presence aspect of this, you want to bring some other superpowers to it.
And so you could review code together.
Yeah, exactly. I've got some slides I'm working on. Maybe you could help me with this. Keep your eyes on me for a second. I'll slide back into the center. I didn't really move, but the system just kind of puts us in the right spot and knows where we need to be.
Oh, so you just turn to your laptop, the system moves you, and then it does the overlay automatically.
It kind of morphs the room to put things in the spot that they need to be in. Everything has a place in the room. Everything has a sense of presence or spatial consistency, and that kind of makes it feel like we're together with us and other things.
I should also say, you're not just three-dimensional. It feels like you're leaning out of the screen. You're like coming out of the screen. You're not just in that world three-dimensional. Yeah, exactly. Holy crap. Move back to center.
So,
okay.
Let me tell you how this works. You probably already have the premise of it, but there's two things.
Yeah.
Two really hard things that we put together. One is a AI video model. So there's a set of cameras. You asked kind of about those earlier. There's 6 color cameras, just like webcams that we have today, taking video streams and feeding them into our AI model and turning that into a 3D video of you and I. It's effectively a light field. So it's kind of an interactive 3D video that you can see from any perspective. That's transmitted over to the second thing, and that's a light field display. And it's happening bidirectionally. I see you and you see me both in our light field displays. These are effectively flat televisions or flat displays, but they have the sense of dimensionality, depth, size is correct. You can see shadows and lighting are correct, and everything's correct from your vantage point. So if you move around ever so slightly and I hold still, you see a different perspective here. You see kind of things that were occluded become revealed. You see shadows that move in the way they should move. All of that's computed and generated using our AI video model for you. It's based on your eye position. Where does the right scene need to be placed in this light field display for you just to feel present?
It's real time, no latency. I'm not seeing you weren't freezing up at all.
No, I hope not. I think it's you and I together, real time. That's what you need for real communication, and at a quality level.
This is
that I
awesome.
think is realistic.
Is it possible to do 3 people? Like, is that going to move that way also?
Yeah, let me kind of show you. So if she enters the room with us, you can see her, you can see me. And if we had more people, you eventually lose the sense of presence. You kind of shrink people down, you lose the sense of scale. So think of it as the window fits a certain number of people. If you want to fit a big group of people, you want, the boardroom or the big room, you need like a much wider window. If you want to see, just grandma and the kids, you can do smaller windows. So everybody has a seat at the table, or everybody has a sense of where they belong, and there's kind of the sense of presence that's obeyed. If you have too many people, you kind of go back to like 2D metaphors that we're used to. People in tiles placed anywhere.
For the image I'm seeing, did you have to get scanned?
I see you without being scanned. So it's just so much easier if you don't have to wear anything. You don't have to pre-scan. You just do it the way it's supposed to happen without anybody having to learn anything or put anything on.
I thought you had to solve the scanning problem, but here you don't. It's just cameras. Right. It's just vision.
That's right. It's video. Yeah, we're not trying to kind of make an approximation of you, because everything you do every day matters. I cut myself shaving, I put on a pin, all the little kind of, aspects of you, those just happen. We don't have the time to scan or kind of capture those or dress avatars. We kind of appear as we appear. And so all that's transmitted truthfully as it's happening.